Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Stop Watering Dead Flowers with me, Chris Forbes. Before this week's episode, I just wanted to do a bit of shameless plugging for my Glasgow Comedy Festival show, which is on sale now. I will be doing a work-in-progress show called Father Christmas at the Stand Comedy Club on Friday the 27th of March. This is a pretty unique show. It is all about Christmas and is set at Christmas. The whole theme of the show is Christmas, but with a twist. If that sounds appealing to you, please come on down and check it out. In the meantime, please enjoy this week's wonderful episode.
As a flyer of an ep. What a belter of an episode this is. Already creased.
As has become customary, I'll start off by reading someone's story, a listener's story, and this is a great one. Okay, I've been debating whether to send this in for months. So again, love this, because this is from a listener that's been listening for months. They keep coming back, Mutch.
Yep. Who can blame them?
I've been debating about whether to send this in for months, but every time I think about it, I physically cringe. So I'm taking that as a sign it belongs here. Perfect. A few years ago, I was working in an office in Glasgow. Open plan, very serious, very don't talk too loud or you'll get side-eyed by HR vibes.
Wow.
Anyway, I just started seeing this guy from the IT department and we were keeping it quiet. One morning I was messaging him on Teams, trying to be a bit flirty. Nothing mad, just you looked cute today kind of thing. Except instead of sending it to him, I sent it to the entire company chat. Like the one used for official announcements. So what went out to about 80 staff members at 9:02 a.m. on a Monday was, you looked so good today, I couldn't concentrate. Winky face, fire emoji. I didn't even realise until someone from finance messaged me saying, classically, you all right, hun? My boss came over and just said, and this is what really stings, maybe double check who you're sending things to, eh? Before walking off. The IT guy thought it was hilarious. We broke up 2 months later and people in the office still winked at me about it a year on. Anyway, I've been watching that dead flower for a long time. Time to let it rot. It's another one that's great on brand.
No, that is a belter.
That story sent in from Moira from Glasgow. Listen, you don't get a lot of Moiras.
You really don't. I actually don't think I've ever met a Moira.
We actually had a house plant called Moira.
A what? A house plant?
A house plant.
You name your plants?
Yep. Apparently it's good for them. Keeps them healthy. Welcome back to another episode of Stop Watering Dead Flowers with me, your host, Chris Forbes.
Sorry? What the fuck?
Stop watering dead flowers.
What a mad! We'll just gloss over that. I reckon. Kick it off. It's good for them. Keeps them healthy. Love that. It's nice for them. That's fucking mental, Chris.
Apparently they engage. It's something to do with the sound waves. They react to contact, touch, and if you name your plants, it means it's just easier for you psychologically to speak to them.
Do you know when you've known someone for a long time and you think you're getting a real good gauge of them? Chris, I never in a million years thought you would have been the sort of guy that named and cared this much about the morals of a plant.
I tell you what, as well, the reason we called this particular plant Moira, and maybe this is of interest to Moira as well if you're listening, it was a prayer plant.
Oh, so it gets worse.
They're the plants that they let their leaves down. For anyone that's watching this, they let their leaves down during the day, and then at night they come up like this prayer position. You got them there. And at the time that we had this prayer plant, we had watched the first series of What's the one where they're all miserable? Handmaid's Tale.
Handmaid's Tale. Tip of the tongue, that. I was right there.
There was a character in that called
Moira. Yep.
And I only watched the first series, but she had a really cool line at the end where she was like, "Praise be, bitches," or she got a note from her.
Did she do that? And you thought that reminds me of the plant?
So we're like, we'll call the prayer plant Moira because it's kind of. That's why we called the prayer plant Moira.
Right. Okay. Well, I'll say this to Moira, not the plant, because that would be mental.
Yeah.
To the Moira that wrote in.
Yep.
I think it is time to absolutely stop flowering that plant because it's not even that bad.
No, the
Stop
group
flowering,
message
stop
thing.
watering. Sorry, stop watering. I've had a sip of a beer. I'm
Have
loose.
you done something similar?
Not me, really, to be honest, but I know of people that have, and far worse. Just think about how much worse that could have been.
She could have sent something.
Like,
real
that could have
bad.
been something horrific. On the grand scheme of things, I understand that's uncomfortable and let people make fun of it for a bit. You got to own that and just know to yourself, that could have been a lot worse.
And it probably raised morale. At least that day, people would have been like, "Have you seen this?
Yeah, exactly.
Look what she's done."
Absolutely. Vintage Moira.
Yeah, good, well played, Moira.
Yeah, well done, Moira. Praise be to Moira. Praise be.
Gareth Mutch. I should introduce you to our
Please.
listeners and viewers. I've known you for a long time through the medium of stand-up comedy.
Yes.
We've met in the stand-up world, but I mean, going back now, at least about over 10 years,
Easy.
I'd say.
Easy.
And you're just a good guy, one of the good guys on the stand-up circuit. You're a great comic. You have diversified into all sorts of different things.
I like that.
But comedy is, that's where your heart is, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure. And thank you very much for having me, Chris. As I was briefly saying before, I'm genuinely excited to be here as a listener of the pod.
God.
And in this age where every fucking guy has a podcast,
Oh, no.
this is, and I don't even think it's close, the best USP, best idea concept for a podcast. And I am sitting on, so I had I've heard other guests go, oh, it was hard to think back at, this was genuinely the most difficult thing I've ever been through because I just hope I've picked the right ones.
You got loads.
I've got so many, Chris.
We love people with baggage.
Like, I sincerely hope I've just brought the right ones because there's some that I'm going, we won't have time to bring that up that I think are home runs.
Part too much.
Yeah, well, that's pretty much what I'm saying off the bat.
Part too much.
You
That'll
will-
be the name of
and
the
then
episode.
We're in. But yeah, no, so thank you very much for having me. And also, I'm quite competitive. I don't think this is within the spirit of the podcast,
Okay.
but I would like to win.
Yeah. Yours are the most haunted.
Yeah, I really would like to win. So I'm going to set my stall out going in. I want people to listen to this to go, yeah, no, that probably was the worst one.
Well, do you know, I think with every podcast, if people haven't listened to it, and I certainly encourage any of our limited listeners to do this with people, sometimes if you go, I've not heard of that, people will say, oh, well, you should listen to this episode, that will give you an idea.
Yeah.
This could be the episode.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
Well, if you're going to listen to one, listen to the Gareth Mutch
because
one.
because it's always good to go from and scale it back.
Yeah. Like, some of them aren't great.
Yeah, it's some
but
of the, yeah,
go Much.
yeah, and then rein it back because I'm ready to share today.
Let's dive in. As always, we like to start childhood. We like to find out where these deep-rooted haunted memories began. What have you picked out for us?
Well, my whole sort of overarching memory of childhood was I was an only child, just needing to fucking feed on attention.
Yeah.
A very look at me sort of child. And it was also through the age of like Jackass
Yeah.
and like Trigger Happy TV.
Perfect.
Those were probably the two biggest influences that I had growing up.
What an education.
Johnny Knoxville and Dom Jolly were very important
Wonderful role models. Wonderful role models.
And yeah, they were just, I don't know, and there was just the one big memory, because I used to do loads of stuff, like I think a few people probably did this around my age, but like we used to like just grab a camera and like go out and like do sort of like
Wild stunts.
yeah, like I get for kids, like it would be like going down a hill on a sledge and we'd be like radical. Like it was 9 times out of 10 it was that. But there was one, the story that sticks out was in high school, there was a charity leg waxing for the 6th years and the teachers.
Yeah.
And they did it at lunchtime and they would sell, I think tickets for it were like 50 pence or like £1 or something to go and watch all the teachers in 6th years get their legs waxed.
You'd pay for that. You'd be like,
Oh, of course you would. Fucking Mr. Brian's getting his legs waxed. Fucking bring that up in history. So, and people really did, Chris. Like, it was a full school hall.
Big event,
Big event happening.
mate.
I got asked if I wanted to take part in it. I said, if you bet your ass I do. I want to raise money for these kids. Of course I do. So I don't even know what we're raising money for, but I'm in. And we're in this big line. And it's a really full gym. And people are like getting their legs waxed. And I remember going, some people were trying to play it off.
As if it wasn't too sore.
And that annoyed me. Even back then in high school, people have paid good money here.
Give them a show.
Give them a fucking show. That's exactly it. So I remember it got round to me and I sat down and like a few of my mates are there and I can hear like, Mudgy and all this. And it's getting more and more like, let's put on a show for these bastards. And then the girl that was doing the waxing went, where do you want it? Ooh. And I went, what do you mean? And she was like, I suppose what leg? And I went, no. Can I pick somewhere else?
Oh dear.
And she went, I mean, sure. Showman kicks in. What would Johnny Knoxville do?
No.
And I just turned to her and I go, right eyebrow.
What?
Right eyebrow.
Do you know what's funny? I didn't know. Like I had ideas in my head of what you were going to say, and I just never would have picked an eyebrow out there.
Right eyebrow.
Even I was like, did he say his arse or like his armpit? The eyebrow.
Right eyebrow. Chris.
Oh no.
I cannot tell you when she dipped the wax.
Oh no.
And bear in mind there's been like 20, 30 people before, all on leg. When she waxed the eyebrow, the anticipation and excitement in that hall was palpable. And I genuinely think if someone was to ask me, why do you want to do stand-up, that birthed it.
That was it.
Because I could feel people like, oh, yeah, fucking man, he's put on his eyebrow. He's put on the eyebrow. And then when the thing went, and again, I'm a showman, it wasn't even that sore.
Really?
But I'm putting on a show for the people now. I felt the anticipation. I jump up, I'm like, people are clapping, like, yes. Shake her hand.
Jumping.
Yes! Yes! 50p well spent. Go on, Mutchy. And I remember
Top corner!
Get in there! And I remember I got off the stage and a couple of buddies of mine, Matt and Steve, came up to me and they were like, that was excellent. That was so good. Good news and bad news.
Yeah.
Good news, you've made a moment there.
Yeah.
Bad news, you do look a bit dumb now. With just one eyebrow.
Yeah.
And my good friend, still to this day, Matt, went, I think you got to do the left.
Oh no! I thought they were going to draw something on.
I think you got to do the left.
You've done the double.
And I went, that's why you're a good friend, Matt. You're looking out for me. So I went back to the back of the line, went all the way back, sat on that table. People are going, he's surely not going to do left. And I went left eyebrow, and she went.
I love him. Where do you want it this time?
Left. Oh, and when it went pinging, the having to explain that to my parents when I got home, I was like, it was for a good cause, right? It was for charity. I made people very happy. But the worst
home with no eyebrows.
It's probably the last thing you think as a parent, going, right, I hope they learn something. I hope they have a good day at school, of good education. You've probably never even thought to consider the option of, what if they come back sans eyebrows today?
No, if my daughter had come back, no eyebrows, it was for charity. Later that night we'd be going, I think she's getting bullied and she doesn't want to tell us about it. Both eyebrows.
Yeah.
Did you draw something on then in lieu of having no eyebrows?
And this is why I'm getting my message out here. Eyebrows grow freakishly quick.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think within 2 weeks they were back.
Wow.
And I expected it to be longer, but no. But the worst part of it was I was in a youth theatre production of Dracula at the time.
Oh, wow.
And I was playing Van Helsing.
Oh, dear.
And the first performance was maybe like a week after that. So it was just the most surprised Van Helsing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I regret it for that. and that only, is that I had another professional commitment that I really didn't treat with respect.
Harder or actually easier to be surprised? Like if no eyebrows.
Oh, it's just constant surprise. That's just neutral.
Because it looks like they're so far up, they're gone.
If you have no eyebrows, just constant.
Wow.
You just look constantly on alert.
Because he should be a pretty cool customer.
Van Helsing. Yeah, he should be. Oh yeah,
Wow, not this guy.
sort of Dutch guy. No, shitting himself from this vampire. And I also do have
The eyebrows.
I have a
you
photo.
kept them on the back of them?
No, I have a photo of me without the eyebrows.
We need to share that at the
if
same
you can,
time.
if you want to put that in the app, I can show you now
Please.
if you want.
I just want to see it.
And if you know, whoever editing this.
Get
so
this
the
in.
right one they did well. The other one not so much.
Oh my days. Oh, I thought they came clean off.
No,
but that
no,
looks,
patchy.
That is
But that was
awful.
the first one.
Oh.
So imagine just that within like a full eyebrow.
Oh no.
Yeah, no, they are a bit patchy.
They really they had made a bit of a meal of that left one. That is horrendous.
That was the
look-
second go round. They were like, "Oh, we've already had the moment."
That looks like like a patient
Disease-
that's
it looks
escaped
diseased,
in a
yeah.
kind of zombie,
Yeah,
and you're wild. You've
Yeah.
ripped something off to get out of the hospital.
some sort of outbreaks got them.
That is not a good look.
It's not, Chris. It's really not. That's why I'm here. That's why I brought it here.
But you were a hero in that moment,
Oh, and you know, it did. I think I've been chasing that feeling
mate. When
ever
you went
since.
back round, that
Mate, when they saw me at the come back round again, the place went off. The school went bananas. Surely no. Like it was. Oh, I'm still chasing that high. Wedding
know-
day, nothing's got near it.
bizarrely, I have a. It's not in the same way because it wasn't like something I regretted, but bizarrely, you wouldn't think this. I have an adjacent story that's similar.
Really?
How bizarre!
That is
Not eyebrow related,
What?
but waxing related.
okay.
In that, when I worked in the supermarket I worked in for 4 or 5 years, I should stop bringing it up, given how my old manager did get in touch with me after finding out that I'd thrown out that £600 worth
Chris,
of chicken.
You really need to stop airing the supermarket's
Yeah.
dirty laundry on your podcast.
But they were doing a fundraiser, and their idea as well was to bring in someone to wax the staff's legs
For charity?
for charity.
Yeah, of
it was a tie-in with the Children in Need, the Pudsey one. So people had like the Pudsey, we were all wearing the ears, and our store was raising money by doing waxing.
Yeah.
Other people could do it as well. Customers could come up, get
Yep,
that.
beautiful.
And
you
I
didn't-
did it, but it was just my legs.
You didn't think eyebrows?
Never once.
No. Weird.
Never crossed my
Weird. That was my
mind.
instinct. I would.
But the thing that I kept thinking of when you were saying there, like, give them a show and all of that, some people were going up to get it done, and it didn't seem like it was hurting them that much. And I think people did want it to like draw a crowd and get more people
course.
to raise money. But when I got up to do my legs, I'm pretty hairy. Like, I would say my legs are pretty hairy. I really screamed when they did it.
Yeah.
And actually, one of my old neighbours, in terms of where my mum lived when I grew up, he came up and he was like, "Good job, Chris. You know, make a show of it,
Yeah,
give
yeah.
a crowd." But that's not why I was doing it. It was just excruciating. And I always hold on to that when, like, if my wife or anyone's going, like, waxing's really sore. You never have to do that. And I did it once, and I maybe only got, it was like one half, so the lower of my left leg from knee down done.
Wow.
And that looked a bit weird because I was right in my basketball phase as well.
Yeah.
So I just had this one bald, and the shorts, you wear them long, so it was just freakishly bald.
It has a very similar effect because people were probably watching me and Dracula going, "Oh, bless him, he's no well." And people were probably playing you at basketball going, "Let's let him get a couple of threes. Let him get a couple of threes. Look at him, he's fucking, this might be his last game, yeah."
But this is a good start. I can tell these are good. That's a cracker of a first one.
Yeah.
Are you still? You said you're still friends with like some of your high school pals.
Yeah.
Is it the kind of thing that comes up every so often? I can imagine that's folklore now in your area.
See, again, this is kind of what I was saying at the start of the podcast. That wouldn't even really be top 5 things brought up. Like, I would say I remember I ate coal once. That would get brought up more.
Like, I don't know where to start with that. My mother-in-law ate coal. Apparently, pregnant women used to eat coal. It was something to do with the iron deficiency. They would eat it when they were pregnant. But so there's a medical reason that they were doing that.
Yeah, same.
But you just ate coal.
Same. No. Yeah, I can't remember why. Showing off house party. Wow. I used to like neck with like shots of vinegar as well. Don't know why. Just trying to be a fucking like again. If people were like having fun off the back of it,
This only child.
enjoy me. Enjoy me. I'm here to please.
I'll eat coal.
I'll put on a show, whatever it is.
I don't have any siblings. What do you want?
Yeah.
What do you want me to do?
I've got a brother to beat the shit out of me. Give me the coal. I'll eat it. So yeah, no, that probably wouldn't even be brought up. If they listen to this episode, they'd probably go, "Oh yeah,
Yeah.
there's just a whole back catalogue of just mad stuff."
Let's move into a career one then. And again, obviously, it doesn't have to come from comedy. It can be at any time you held employment.
Yeah, no, it's comedy.
Basically,
yeah,
you were right. You started young, yeah.
17. So I was in high school when I did my first ever gig.
Is that right?
Yeah, because again, I think it all ties in. In high school, you know, everyone has a badge. Everyone has a kind of, and my badge was, if you want to laugh at me, please do.
Yeah.
So I was like trying to be this sort of like comedian. I wasn't by any means popular, but I wasn't by any means unpopular. I was just fucking slap bang in the middle. I had some friends, not loads. But I was like, if I do stand up now,
Yeah.
like I have to get the badge comedian.
Yeah.
And in high school, all you're wanting is a fucking badge, an identity. And I was like, well, if I do stand up now,
You'll be the funny guy.
I have to be. So that's why I did it. But then so if we're talking about jobs,
Can I just say as a quick aside before you start a job on, because this is something I've thought about loads over the years. Literally the day that I did my first ever stand-up gig, there was an article in the Daily Record. It was an interview with Eddie Izzard, and he was talking about getting into comedy and all the rest of it. And I thought, oh, this is funny that there's an article. And it was back in the days when people read the paper, you know?
yeah,
And he said this thing about, in response to how did you get into comedy, you know, what is it that makes you funny? And he said, it's a very different thing to be funny in the pub with your friends to being funny on stage as a comedian.
yeah.
And that, I nearly just pulled out of the whole I was like, that's the only reason I'm trying this.
Yeah, that's
I
all
thought,
I've kind of got.
I'm funny
I feel
with
like
my
I am
friends.
that.
And
Yeah.
my God, I read that and it really put the fear of God into me. Like, oh, it's a whole different thing. But
Yeah.
I think it's a mixture of
Well,
the
this
two.
is what I would say to you, especially Chris, is I think it's very, very hard to do that.
Yeah.
And I've had a couple of reviews in the past where they say things like that almost flippantly, sort of, oh, he's like hanging out with your mate in the pub. And I'm like, do you know how fucking hard it is
To make it look
to
that
make it
natural
like
and
to
easy.
feel it like to make you feel that?
Yeah.
And I think that is something that you are astoundingly good at. So
thank you.
from that first quote you read to go, oh fuck,
Yeah.
is absolutely something that many years ago you achieved that. You're very good at that. You're like, I feel like everyone in the audience is like, wow, we're Chris Forbes' best friend.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice to hear. I think likewise you have similar style.
All right. Ditto doesn't feel as good, but I'll take it. Same. To you, actually.
Yeah,
same.
I feel like
So all that
oppositely
stuff
you
you
really
just said-
alienate the audience, and they're like, we don't know if this guy wants to
Just
hang
right
out
off
with
the bat,
us.
you're kind of like an enemy. Right off the bat.
This guy looks like he might wax our eyebrows. He's unpredictable.
Why does he look so alert? But yeah, so when it came to jobs, I can only really speak about stand-up because like I've had a couple of jobs, but nothing really embarrassing or memorable in any way happened in them, to be fair. So I'm going to tell you one that happened recently. It happened at last year's Fringe. Hanging out with a bunch of... So it was like my agent and like her sort of like clients who were up at the festival were all sort of hanging out at the Loft Bar. So maybe a couple of years ago, actually. Up at the Loft Bar. And we're having a good night. There's a couple of people in that agency that are very much superior career-wise to where I am. But I'm shooting the shit with them. I'm getting on with them.
Yeah.
I'm getting some good reactions from my input. I'm feeling myself on this night. I've had a few drinks. There's now little in-jokes going on. I am fucking part of the comedy community. Look at me.
It's good when you feel on a level playing field with your peers, because I don't think we ever do.
Peers who are far above me
Yeah.
as well. Like peers who have achieved to the highest level you can achieve in this country.
Okay.
And we're all just, I feel as one. And it's beautiful.
Harmony.
And then one of the guys Jack Whitehall walks in.
Okay.
And they know Jack. So they go over and start having a little conversation with Jack. I do not know Jack. I've never met Jack. I'm not going to go over there and just start shooting the shit with JW. I'm not going to do that. But I'm going to go to the toilet. And to get to the toilet, I have to go through this conversation. It's happening like once here, almost like I need to go through a door.
Yeah.
They're both sides, and I need to go right through the middle. And as I approach, I hear my comedy friend ask Jack Whitehall, so what are you working on now, Jack? What is Jack Whitehall doing now? And a little joke pops in my head. And the whole night, I've been feeling myself. I'm like, we're all one. We're all comedians. I would say this to Forbesy if we were hanging out. I would say this. We're all just comedians. We all love each other. This is going to be beautiful. So I decided to drop my joke. Don't do it. It's the worst decision I think I've ever made. So the comic asks, so what are you working on now, Jack? And as I go in the middle of them, I just go, probably something shit with his dad. Thinking he would go, that's funny. We're all comedians. We're all just poking fun here. Just stonewall silence. And he looked at me and went, to like the other comic, he went, who the fuck is that? Oh. And I saw that comic go, And I was like, oh God, it's all fucked. I've fucked it all.
The utopian landscape crumbled.
Crumbled. But you know,
it's that guy.
Probably something shit with his dad. I believed it in my core that was a good line.
That's a funny line. You know, and accurate. A lot of people would say accurate.
Maybe that's why he couldn't hear it, because he thought there was an element of truth in it.
Oh.
But I was just trying to shoot the shit.
Did you see any of the guys you had been speaking to afterwards to be like, oh, did I
have to like explain, justify me?
Did I?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I saw those conversations go on. I had to kind of not apologize, but like say to my agent, I might have fucking made a mess of that. So let's just hope I never work with Jack Whitehall again, or at least in the near future. Oh yeah, no, I just because the whole night had been
so nice,
and I just totally felt part of it, and I was
groove.
Like, do you know what I mean? I would if I not obviously that because you know.
Because if you did know him well enough, that is the kind of joke you would crack with a pal.
That's exactly
You'd
it.
be winding him up.
And I was like, and it might be the best. Like, what if he laughed at that and went,
yeah,
who the fuck's this ballsy guy? That's funny. Nah.
Do you know if
just
you had...
completes the look of,
yeah,
who the fuck are you?
I've never seen you before in my life.
You don't get to say that to me. Who the
Slagging
fuck
off
are you?
me and my dad, and I don't even know who you are.
It's a good point. When you say it like that, bang out of order, actually. Bang out of order.
Did the other comics that you'd been... Did you see them later? Was there still a bit of camaraderie there?
Fuck it, I'll name drop. So the comic who went, what are you working on? And then had to be like, ignore him. That was Tom Stade. So he's a very good friend. So we were laughing about it later. He was going, I can't fucking believe you said that, man. What the fuck? Funny. We're all thinking it. But fucking not to his face, man. So we laughed about it later. But Jesus Christ, yeah, I just thought his face would go, but no, dropped.
Those are the worst ones. I feel like I'll be thinking about that one now as well.
Yeah,
because it's so awful.
It's terrific. There was another one where I was doing Best of Scottish years ago at the stand during the festival, and Joe Caulfield was in the room before Best of Scottish.
Okay.
And Joe Caulfield's quite good friends with Graham Norton.
Yeah.
So we're in the green room, and after the show, when Joe's finishing up, Graham comes into the green room.
Good guy.
And then the only comics in the room were me and Carl Hutchinson.
Okay.
And me and Carl Hutchinson, unspoken, we were talking about wrestling. And then Graham Norton enters the room. And we all just start playing a game. Let's pretend Graham Norton's not just walked into this room. I'm playing the game, Carl Hutchinson's playing the game, even Graham Norton is playing the game. We're all just sat there supposed to be going, this is completely normal. But again, even there, I wanted to say something. But that was one of the times where I just bit my lip, and I think he asked, like, oh, so what are you here for? And I was like, I'm doing Best of Scottish. And he was like, oh, well, good luck. And I was like, oh, thanks, Graham. But looking back, I still would rather
have attempted this.
Yeah,
you shot for the moon, man.
Swing. So I don't... It's a regret because of how horrific it made me feel.
Really bad.
Really, really horrific. But I do like the attempt.
Do you know what? And people can have any opinion they want of Jack Whitehall, but isn't it mad to think that sometimes when he's lying in bed, he might think, remember that guy? Probably going to make some shit with your dad. And he's having some sort of existential crisis, some shit with your dad. What are you making? Some shit with your dad. Just replaying in his head. It's always comments from strangers that linger and hurt.
Oh, I'm going to be honest with you, Chris. That would make me very happy. If that was happening. Like he's getting we're thinking of rebooting Fresh Meat. Yeah, well, at least it's not something shit with my dad. So, yeah.
You might,
Let's
you
do
could
it.
have relaunched.
Like if I'm really in that cunt's head, that'd be funny. That would be very. He doesn't even, still no idea who I am. I didn't even get his name, but he was just so confident. He obviously knew Tom, but
yeah,
fuck.
He's in something and he has to cast like a workplace bully or something.
Yeah, and
he's like, I know just the guy.
Samuel Tarley from Game of Thrones is playing me.
That's a beauty. That is a beauty. The Fringe is an absolute playground for people saying and doing horrendous things in front of heroes and famous people.
Your ego can be up, and then your ego can just be non-existent in seconds.
Days. I love that. But well played in the Graham Norton one. Did that one happen after that incident? So maybe your body was just like, oh yeah, hold it in.
The Graham Norton one was first, but I've just remembered and another bad one. Yeah, and I suppose it's not even really like career. I tried to make it career when it just wasn't even a part of it. So, are you familiar with the band Idols?
Idols. I thought you were going to say Idol World. I would have been with you there, but Idols, I don't. I'm sorry. Sorry, Idols, if you listen.
No worries. Punk band from Bristol. Really, really good. Really good. Very aggressive music, but all the lyrics are songs of love, and that's what I like about them. The songs are violent, but all the lyrics are beautiful. And I fucking love Idols, like a lot. I adore them. And I went to see them at the Barrowlands.
Nice.
Amazing night. And I'm in the bar next door after the show, hammered. And I see Joe Talbot, the lead singer, just mosey out. I think I was having a cigarette. I was like, I'm going to go speak to Talbot. And I approached that and just like insane energy. Like too excited to let someone know that you love them.
Yeah.
It comes off so bad. So I'm just shouting at him, like I'm grabbing him as well, like I'm physical with him, like we're old mate, like hey, come here, Joey. Like it's horrifically bad. And I start to realise as I'm telling him how much he means to me, I can see him get a bit like, this is a bit much. So then my stupid fucking brain goes, you should let him know that you're also a performer and you get this. That'll diffuse everything. So I'm like, don't be looking all scared, Joe. I'm a comedian, so I get it. And he's like, what the fuck is going on? And he just played Glastonbury, and he shouted at this Glastonbury set somewhat iconically, don't read The Sun, it'll give you cancer. So then my now wife, I just give her my phone and go, well, we're gonna say don't read The Sun, it'll give you cancer together. So again, I have a horrific video if you want that for the pod, where it's just me and just to tell her, don't read The Sun, it'll give you cancer. And I'm like, bloody love you, Joe. It's fucking horrific. Really, really bad. So that was the one that I went, let's never do that again.
I kind of an aggressive affection.
Yeah, I need you to hear how much you mean to me. It's terrifying. Yeah. It makes people uncomfortable.
God, now you're just banned from
So then I
shows.
thought, right, I won't do that. I'll just shoot the shit with them from now on.
Yeah.
Fuck that as well. So maybe I should just keep hush.
What I'm excited about is these stories already feel quite horrific, and then sometimes when we move to the relationship ones, they're the most vulnerable and kind of like
100% is.
And now we're going there.
It 100% is. I can't believe I'm about to share this.
I can't wait.
So it's important that you know this about me going in.
Oh no.
I would say I have loved, and I mean properly fallen in love with 400 women.
Yeah.
Like just everyone. I was just falling in love. My whole childhood to up.
I was similar, I would say.
Yeah,
just
really?
fleeting you see it and you picture your whole
I
life with
picture
them.
my whole
and they're
life with them, and then I go, fuck, that was a really good picture. I want that. And I would just so I went to like high school parties. Me and my friend Steve, we genuinely used to do this thing because I was such like a Mark Corrigan from Peep Show. We would go into parties with that energy. He'd be Jez and I'd be Mark. The amount of parties that I left going, I'm gonna go home, Jeremy. But go and see Beth and tell her I love her. Like that was genuinely how most of my high school parties went. Just me, just going, go and tell Beth I love her, and then I'm going home. So, but I was always, none of them ever went anywhere.
Yeah.
But undeterred, I would always move on to the next. I'd always be very happy to love again. And the worst, by a country mile.
This feels like it's because it feels like even you're preparing to tell the story.
This one's really, really bad.
I don't know what.
Just please don't make this one the clip.
Okay.
Because she will see it on Instagram and I'll get a very awkward message.
I really want to.
I know you do, Chris, but for me...
Listen, the eyebrows I think's up there already.
Right, okay, I've put in a couple of hopeful clips as well. So in college, I was infatuated by one girl through most of college.
Okay.
And I remember there was one day where like at a house party, I remember her saying this to me so vivid. She was like, I was telling my mum about you. And I don't know why. But in my head I went, you wouldn't just go home and tell your mum about some boy. I'm in. Yeah. She clearly feels the same about me. She's speaking to her mum about me. Fuck knows why, but that was enough for me to go, now you should show her a gesture.
Oh no.
It's horrific. So in college, there was a few different modules that you had to do. One of them was movement.
Yeah.
One of them was like a monologue, and the other was voice.
Yeah.
And you have to fucking sing a song. You have to sing. And I decided that I was going to sing originally by Dire Straits, but I was doing the cover version by the Killers. Romeo and Juliet.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
And I'm belting this thing, and I'm just glancing at her. The whole class is going,
They know that
you're
aiming this
They can
at
see
her.
me going from lecturer to her. And they're like, people are like the most uncomfortable that you've ever seen. And if you think of the lyrics in it,
Give us a blast.
Well, the one that's stuck with me is when we made love, you used to cry. I said, I love you like the stars above. I'll love you till I die. That happened. That happened to me.
Glancing at her.
Just thinking she'll love this. And everyone in the class will be like, what a fucking gesture. In my head, I was like, this song probably finishes. She runs up and we kiss.
Yeah.
By Christ, well, that didn't happen, Chris.
No.
It was so uncomfortable.
Was there wasn't like you didn't do like a little dedication or anything?
No,
as well?
no. I thought the looks would be enough.
Yeah. Oh,
I
were.
I thought subtlety might be my friend here. I don't even think they clapped. I don't even think they clapped. It was so bad.
Did you speak with her shortly afterwards? Did she give me any sort of appraisal of the performance?
No. Nothing like that. I don't think I ever looked at her again. I genuinely think we went for like a college reunion 2 years ago.
Right.
And I brought it up there as if to go,
At the karaoke night.
let's try again. Second swing. It was the song. Fucking Romeo
I'll
and
do
Juliet.
the original this time.
Dire Straits would have secured this. And I think I brought it up with her then, and I played it off like, because everyone in the class knew that I liked you. I was just going to play up to that, and she was like, yeah, okay.
Still keeping her distance.
No, of course. Wow. But yeah, so that's definitely the one.
I love that though. Again,
It is
took
ballsy,
the swing,
man. It is ballsy.
big romantic gesture.
If I was to try and justify my horrific actions in any way, which I don't. Like, it is moronic.
You're full of love.
But it is just that, it's ballsy. We have to say that about it. Brave.
You're a
How
passionate man.
many men out there would
No.
be willing to sing Romeo and Juliet in front of...
Glancing creepily at the women.
And it was creepy.
Yeah, that you desired.
A couple of lip bites. Nah, really bad. But yeah, that's fucking horrific, isn't it? How do I get rid of that, Chris? How do I get that out my head?
Listen, I think first part is we're talking about it. You know, you're getting it out there.
Does drinking help?
If you live in the past, you can't live in the present. But really, that one's there for life, mate.
Yeah, I know. Really.
Those roots are deep.
Yeah, they are. No, they are.
That is amazing. I love picturing that one. The other people in the class, maybe even the teachers concerned.
Oh, all of them. I think people are like grabbing each other going, this isn't happening. Surely to fuck he's not singing to her now. He is. Oh, he is. And he's going for it.
But
I did pass though. So.
Listen, I think it's great that you did it. And it speaks volume about the type of person you are. You see, you got a lot of love to give. You're passionate. Didn't do things by half.
No.
You know?
No half measures.
Written a little limerick or something, you know?
What's that doing?
You literally sang your heart out.
Well, I'll actually tie this in.
Brilliant.
Because I did another fucking... undeterred from that even. On my wedding day. But this one was ace. I pulled this one off. So I used to do this whole routine about how, and it was true, how awfully me and my wife actually did get engaged. Like, it was in lockdown.
Yeah.
She works in weddings. She's like a wedding planner, decorator. So she's just like in lockdown bored on Instagram going, oh, look at that venue. That venue would be beautiful. What a beautiful place to get married that would be. I go picking up what you're putting down. As a laugh, book it going, we'll just go dick about.
Yeah.
Pretend we're this engaged couple.
Having a look around
It'll
venues.
kill a day. We're bored as shit. We go, both of us love it. We book it. We're not even engaged, but we've now booked in to be wed. And we played the Proclaim, and this is the line I said in the set, and I was like, and we blasted the Proclaimers the whole way home. Never got a laugh, never really part of it, but what I was doing was planting a seed. So that then on the wedding day, when it came time to like for my like not vows but speech, like after the meal or whatever, I was like, I've got really nothing to say, and I mentioned that joke, and I was like, and you know, I say we blasted the Proclaimers the whole way home, and then I'd been in rehearsals with my best man and groomsman for I Want Us to what is it called, Life With You by Proclaimers.
Right,
so I was like,
nice.
but we blasted the Proclaimers all the way home, and just boom, boom, the bass line kicks in. And then I fucking wander over to them and I sang I Want to Spend My Life With You to the whole room, the wedding.
Mate.
And that was what I was trying to achieve.
Yeah.
The same level of excitement and people being like, he's fucking singing to her. But at the wedding, nailed it. College, the most awkward moment of my life.
But isn't that perfect then as well? Because it was kind of like you'd had a rehearsal.
Yeah.
You got the bad thing out of the way.
Yeah, I left that college class going, if I had a band.
Yeah. Maybe
this wouldn't have been as creepy.
That is beautiful though, the wedding day thing as well. But can I also just mention, because I've heard, I've obviously seen you doing stand-up loads of times, and some of my favourite stuff was before you were married and the kind of process of the engagement and going to look at venues.
Yeah.
But in terms of domestic life, living together, I don't know, I don't want to ruin your routines or material for people that haven't seen it, but your description of the assumption that guys in the relationship know where things are in the house just kills me. And because we've just moved house again recently, like my wife saying like the electrician's coming around so you can show him where stuff is.
Yeah,
and where's the fuse box? I felt like such a non-man when I was like searching my own house at the time. The guy looking at me and I was like, this is just like Gareth's description, man. It's brilliant.
Oh,
it's
thank you very
really
much,
good.
Chris. That's very kind. But yeah, no, it's true. It's painfully true.
Oh, man.
All of it is very, very birthed from horrifically real moments like this.
But all these moments, all your moments have tied in nicely. I think all your moments have given us a picture of someone that has always wanted to perform, has kind of craved and wanted and probably needed just a bit of love and attention from people. And it's led to you being the performer you are. So, you know, I think
100%.
these
Bang on.
are worthwhile dead flowers.
Good. Yeah, let's keep him alive. Let's call him Moira and keep him fucking alive.
Have you any other? Let's do one more if you've got one in the locker.
Oh, I've got, fucking loads. Loads. I did take notes for this because,
No, people
professional.
do that, yeah. Still rolling.
Is this the one for the Patreon?
Why not?
Because this feels a bit more
Keep it
paywally.
secret. Keep it safe.
Not even that. It's just a bit filth.
Okay.
And I didn't want to put filth out in the public yet. You know what I mean?
Put the filth behind. But listen, what a time to shout out for if you want to be in the Patreon. You're not going to hear this bit of filth.
Yeah.
Unless you give us that sweet £3 a month. You know, this guy's already shaved his eyebrows off. Where are we going next?
What could he possibly do next?
Gareth, what can I say? Thank you. Thank you for sharing so honestly.
Thank you for having me.
These are
Chris.
great stories. What have you? This is, I believe, this episode. As you're listening now, this is probably beginning of December, potentially mid-December. What have you got going on coming up, gigs wise or anything else wise? Anything you want to give a shout?
I'm doing the Christmas run here at the Glasgow Stands with. I mean, the lineup is you. It's not even me saying this. You can vouch, Sean. You can vouch for this. Ray Bradshaw, Roscoe McClelland, Matthew Gallagher, myself, and Joe Caulfield.
That's a stellar lineup.
Pretty stellar. I will have just come back from New York, so
Oh, nice.
yeah, fucking see what that's about. I was an American friend, a comic friend of mine now. Weirdly, Sam J just invited me over. I was hanging out with her in the Fringe a bunch, and she was like, "You got to come to New York, man."
Do a couple of spots over there, man.
Hopefully, she did say she was like, "I'll get you on a couple of places." She was like, "I can walk you in the cellar," but she was like, "I don't have the swing to get you on." But I was like, "But even just to get in,
Oh
man,
that'd be
would
great.
be incredible." And then I'm home for all of December, which I'm really excited about this year. So fucking run up to Christmas and all that normal stuff. But if you were asking for something more exciting, like what to plug or just life stuff, I don't have anything in yet, but I think I'm going to be doing a lot of, if not all, or most comedy festivals around the UK next year. So
Brilliant.
if you follow me on Instagram, it'll be up there when I know about it. So
give him a follow. A very, very, very funny man, and as I say, just one of the good guys as well.
thanks, man. You too, Chris.
In the comedy world. And we never even got to a point where we discussed Man United, Liverpool.
And I'm glad.
I want to put it on the record that the first time Gareth was going to come on the show, it was, I asked him the day before, but
Right before kickoff.
it was the Man United Liverpool game.
Yeah, like minutes before kickoff.
And I did say I fancied United that game because Liverpool was in the bad run, but I was like, I can't wait for you to come on the podcast the next day. And then
Busy, ill mate, sorry.
busy.
I can't even remember what excuse I made up, but
When
that
Man
was it.
United did the business.
We'll do it in a couple of weeks when he forgets to bring it up.
Anyway, thank you very much for coming on.
Thank you for having me, Chris.
As always, a big thank you to the Stand Comedy Club, who we do this podcast in association with, to Sean Stables, to Chris Thorburn. Thank you all for listening, watching. Again, please always like, share, subscribe. If you can, give us a little review. Apparently, it really helps. Praise be to anybody that signs up to our Patreon as well. Thank you very much. See you next time.
£3, just fucking give it. It's good.